All right, we're up to mitzvah number 5. It says in the Torah, this, by the way, this is we said the mitzvah saseh, which was at the time of the Beis Hamikdash. It says in the Torah, in Shemais Yud Beis Pasuk Vav V'Shachatu Isai Kol Galadas Yisrael Beinu Arbayim, and the whole group, the assembly of Klal Yisrael, shall shecht it. So it's going on the whole bringing of the Beinu Arbayim in the afternoon. Now, this is the mitzvah of the Korban Pesach. It's a mitzvah to slaughter either a sheep or a goat that is without any mum, without any blemishes, a male that's within its first year, in the afternoon of the 14th of Nisan. So basically, Erev Pesach. And then it's going to be, the shlita has to be done, the slaughtering has to be done in the Beis Hamikdash. And what happens is they would watch over this Korban Pesach for 4 days before that time, between the time it was purchased until then, so that there would not become any blemish or any mum in that carbon. Now, where was the shlita done? It was done in the front court of the Beis Hamikdash, and there were 3 groups that would bring that carbon. The Kohanim would bring it, the Kohanes would break it up into 3 different groups, and the first group came in, they filled up that front court group before the front court, and they closed the doors of the Beis Hamikdash, the gates, and then they would bring everybody's sacrifices. They would shecht everybody, they would slaughter everybody's korbanos, and they would sprinkle the blood at the base of the mizbeach. Then they would take the fats, and they would take the insides of the animal, and they were placed on top of the mizbeach to be burned. When the first group finished, the second group came in, and they did it. By the way, while this was being done, Hallel was being said. The Leviim would sing Hallel. So then the second group left after they've completed the whole Avodah between that whole service, and the third group came in. Again, the whole process began again, and the Hallel was also said. Then everybody would go back home, or where they were staying, and they would take this carbon, they would take this animal that they already had slaughtered, and they would roast it on a spit. Now, we're going to see there's other parts of this, mitzvahs that have to do with this carbon, which as far as the cooking of it and how it would be brought and how it was going to be eaten. But, all right, that we'll see later. But the purpose of this mitzvah of the Korban Pesach was that the Klal Yisrael should remember the miracles that happened when Klal Yisrael were redeemed. This was the same carbon that had been done in Mitzrayim, in Egypt, when the Jewish people were the night they were going to leave, and they had taken the blood and they had smeared it on the doorposts of their homes. Now, why is it called the Korban Pesach? Because the word Pesach means, everybody knows, means Passover. And Passover meant that Hashem passed over the Jewish homes and did not kill their firstborn. Now, any person, like we mentioned before, by the mitzvah of Milah, of circumcision, any person that did not do this mitzvah of Korban Pesach would be chai and did it intentionally and had not, let's say, been ritually impure, meaning tamei, or was very far away, so he had those two excuses that are brought down. That wasn't the reason why he did it. He did it, I guess, basically with intention that he was going to skip this. That person would be chayiv premature death, kares.